let's talk about the first $1,000 you ever save. Not a million, not retirement, just the first $1,000. Because this is where something strange happens. You finally open your banking app, and for the first time, you see 4 digits. $1,000. You stare at the number. You blink. You refresh the app. It's still there. And for a moment, it feels amazing. You did it. After weeks of transferring little amounts, cutting subscriptions, cooking at home, skipping random spending, slowly moving $100 here, $100 there, you finally hit $1,000. And something inside your brain whispers, okay, you're safe now. You relax a little. Your shoulders drop. Your breathing slows. For the first time in a while, money feels slightly less stressful. But right around this moment, something else quietly begins. Because the moment you save $1,000, the world suddenly notices. Your credit card app sends you a message. Pre-approved. Another notification appears. Your credit limit has been increased. A shopping app pings you. Buy now, pay later. Your friend texts you. Hey, weekend trip? And suddenly, that $1,000 doesn't look like protection anymore. It looks like available money. And your brain starts doing a weird trick. Instead of thinking, this is my safety buffer, it starts thinking, well, technically I could use some of it. Because $1,000 feels like a finish line. But here's the problem. It's not a finish line. It's the floor. And if you misunderstand that, your financial life turns into a roller coaster. You climb slowly, saving a little at a time. The track goes up, higher and higher, until you finally reach the top, $1,000. But then life happens. Your car makes a weird noise. Your dentist finds something expensive. Your laptop dies. And suddenly, the track drops. You panic. You pull money out. You sell something. You swipe a card. And just like that, you're back at zero. Then the process starts again. Save, climb, reach $1,000, fall back to zero, over and over and over. Most people think this cycle happens because they're bad with money, but that's not really the reason. The real reason is much simpler. They built the balcony before building the house. Imagine building a house starting with the balcony. No walls, no foundation, just a floating balcony in the air. It looks impressive for a moment, but the second anything touches it, the whole thing collapses. That's what happens when people try to invest too early without stability. You'll hear advice everywhere. Start investing at 22. Start as early as possible. Compound interest is magic. And technically, that advice isn't wrong, but it ignores something very important. Life interrupts things. And when life interrupts an investment plan, people panic. They sell at the worst time. They stop investing, and the compounding never happens. Here's a simple example. Let's say 2 people start their money journey, Alex and Jordan. Alex hears the classic advice. Start investing as early as possible. So Alex invests every dollar he can. Jordan hears something different. Jordan decides to build a small financial floor first. Just $1,000. Nothing fancy. Just a little buffer between life and panic. At first, Alex looks smarter. Alex has money in the market. Jordan just has cash sitting there, doing nothing. 6 months later, Alex's car breaks down. Repair cost, $1,200. Alex doesn't have a cash buffer, so Alex opens the investment app and sells. But unfortunately, the market happens to be down that week. Alex sells at a loss. Now the repair is paid, but the investment plan is broken. And psychologically, something else breaks too. Because after selling during a loss, Alex stops investing for a while. Meanwhile, Jordan's car also breaks down. Same repair, same price. But Jordan opens a jar labeled emergency fund. Jordan pays the repair. It's annoying, but it doesn't destroy the plan. Jordan keeps investing the next month, and the month after that, and the month after that. Fast forward 10 years, Alex technically started earlier, but Alex's investing timeline kept getting interrupted. Jordan started later, but stayed consistent. And consistency wins, almost every time, because the biggest enemy of investing isn't bad returns, It's interruption. Every time money leaves the system, compounding resets. Imagine a graph slowly climbing upward. Now imagine someone cutting pieces out of that graph. That's what withdrawals do. They break the curve. And most withdrawals happen for the same reason. No buffer, no floor, no insulation. And here's another problem people miss. Everyone talks about earning 8% returns, but they ignore something far more powerful: avoiding 20% losses. Credit card interest is often around 20%. That means avoiding that debt is mathematically stronger than earning average market returns. In other words, not losing money is often more powerful than investing money, but nobody celebrates that. No one posts on social media, "Just avoided credit card interest today." Instead, the system celebrates movement, trading, spending, upgrading, moving money faster. Because movement generates profit for someone. Stability doesn't, which means the system quietly pushes people back into the cycle, from 0 to 1,000, back to 0. So if you want to break that cycle, the playbook is actually pretty simple. Step 1, build a $1,000 floor. Not a finish line, a floor. That money doesn't get touched unless life punches you. Step 2, automate saving. Even if it's only $100 a month, automation removes emotion. Step 3, invest above the floor, never instead of the floor. Step 4, increase contributions slowly over time. Speed isn't the goal. Stability is. Step 5, ignore the noise. There will always be ads telling you to move money faster, trade more, upgrade your life. But financial stability is usually boring, and boring wins. Because what money really buys you isn't luxury. It's options. Options to say no. Options to leave bad situations. Options to breathe. That's what the floor gives you. Insulation. Life can still throw lightning at you. Bills, repairs, emergencies. But the shocks don't reach the foundation. And once the floor is solid, then you build the house. Savings at the bottom, investments on top, and growth over time. Not a rocket launch, more like an elevator. Slow, steady, reliable. Which is why the first $1,000 matters so much. Not because it's a lot of money, but because it changes the structure of your life. It turns chaos into stability, panic into patience. And once that happens, something strange occurs. Money starts growing quietly in the background. No drama, no roller coaster, just steady progress. Which is why the real rule is simple: protect the floor. Everything else can grow on top of it. Because in the long run, boring money wins. Every time.